Today I was just thinking, as time goes on, a lot of these classic television shows that we love are gonna be forgotten. A lot of the kids are not doing the research and going back and discovering some of these great shows, especially from the 70s and 60s, because as people get older, it's like these shows just are forgotten. And that made me think about the Mary Tyler Moore Show. I truly believe this is one of the greatest television shows of all time. Not just the 70s, but ever. I mean, it was groundbreaking, and I just wanted to show love because I believe that everyone associated with this television show is no longer with us. And that's what's going to happen as time goes on. All the shows that you watch, your parents watch, your grandparents watch, everyone who acted in them, who was behind the scenes, the makeup, the camera people will no longer be with us. And that just made me think about the Mary Tyler Moore Show because it aired in 1970, which is a very long time ago. And it is actually one of the greatest television shows of all time. It was groundbreaking. Just think about this. Mary Richards, she was in her 30s, I want to say mid 30s, but she was a single woman who settled in Minneapolis in the 70s and landed a job as an associate producer of an evening news station. That was groundbreaking in the 70s. It's something that people take for granted nowadays because the way television shows are, there's something for everyone. I mean, from any kind of job, just feels like everyone is represented nowadays. But back then, that's not how television was. There wasn't that many stations. You didn't see women doing this kind of work or that. It was just a different time that a lot of people do not realize. And I do not want the memory of some of these great television shows to be forgotten. So I wanted to make a video on it just to show YouTube, just so it's on YouTube. And we have that paper trail of one of our greatest shows of all time because it was groundbreaking. Just think about it. The Mary Tyler Moore Show. It aired from 1970 to 1977. It had 168 episodes. It was 7 seasons. 7 seasons. Each season had 24 episodes. But at its time, it was one of the best. And I think it still holds up to this day. When you go back and watch the theme song, you can watch it on YouTube as well. It's one of the most memorable at that time. At the very end, when she throws up her hat, who remembers that? Everyone. If you were there at that time or your parents watched it, you remember that hat going up in the sky. And that's what I think that's missing in television shows nowadays. I'm not seeing a lot of theme songs that are just, I guess, groundbreaking or that stand out. The 80s had them, the 90s. I feel like the early 2000s also had groundbreaking theme songs, but I'm not seeing them nowadays. I see a few here and there, but I think that's what draws people into the actual show. But nowadays, there's just so much television out there. And maybe that's the issue. I'm not sure. But I wanted to show love to one of the greatest television shows of all time, just to make sure we do not forget about the greats. But I will be making other videos as well on other shows that we, used to watch as a kid or that your grandparents watch, your parents watch, just so we can also show love, especially because a lot of these people are no longer with us, like the entire cast of the Mary Tyler Moore Show. But let me know in the comments, have you ever watched it? Or was it your parents or grandparents? And what were your thoughts about the actual show?